Good evening, everyone. I'm Major Garrett in Washington. Voting, schooling, sweltering in a pandemic. Parts of America are worried about one, two, or all three. There is record-breaking heat in the West. Parents and school districts across the country are weighing the risks of in-person versus online learning. Voting that is safe and accurate. Election officials are trying to achieve that. On this third one, there is a fight in Washington over money. The Postal Service says it needs more to handle millions of additional mail-in ballots. For his part, President Trump is nursing fraudulent fears that expanded vote by mail is a direct path to rampant fraud. Also today, the president again refused to say for certain that Kamala Harris is an American-born citizen eligible to run for vice president. She, of course, is. Weijia Jiang is traveling with the president in New Jersey.
From his golf resort in New Jersey, President Trump defended his views on mail-in voting.
The problem with the mail-in voting, number one, you're never going to know when the election's over.
And he repeated his unsupported claim that mail-in voting will lead to fraud, even though he himself requested a mail-in ballot earlier this week.
But now they want to send in millions and millions of ballots. And you see what's happening. They're being lost. They're being discarded. They're finding them in piles. It's going to be a catastrophe.
In Washington, D.C., protesters posted up outside the U.S. Postmaster General's home, worried their voices won't be heard on Election Day. Louis DeJoy said he overhauled the Postal Service to fix its dire financial situation. Now the internal watchdog is investigating after Democrats accused DeJoy of working with President Trump to sabotage the mail-in voting process with moves like eliminating overtime.
I have asked the Postmaster General a number of questions. He is not very transparent. He doesn't want to come forward with facts.
CBS News has learned the Postal Service sent letters to all 50 states and D.C. warning their deadlines for accepting mail-in ballots may result in thousands of ballots not being counted. Democratic vice presidential nominee Kamala Harris posted on Twitter, "We cannot let Donald Trump destroy the United States Postal Service," adding Congress must step up. Mr. Trump said he would support federal funding for mail-in voting if it's part of a coronavirus relief package that satisfies Republican priorities, too.
The National Association of Letter Carriers, which represents 300,000 retired and active Postal Service workers, has endorsed the Biden-Harris ticket, saying in a statement, this pandemic threatens the survival of the Postal Service, and the Trump administration is not helping. Major?
Weijia Jiang,